You are looking live.
Oh, man. Let's jump into this, folks. But before we jump into it, I got to get this out there right now. It is bracket madness time. Madness, all right? It's back. Bracket madness is an SGPN team up to give away $5,000 in prizes. Why would we do that? How about what's the catch here? There is no catch. It's free to enter. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bracket. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/bracket to enter. So do it today. Plus, we also have our $25,000 Survivor contest. sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. That's sportsgamblingpodcast.com/survivor. If you're new to Splash, use the promo code SGPN50 and get up to $50 in bonus pick'em entries. All right, we are back. And ready to attack. We have games. We have live games, and we have this one right here. Shout out to Dynasty Things giving us $5. Not going to make Vegas this year. We'll be in Cherokee. Hit up Weehawk. Weehawk's the fucking man. He's always there. I think he's planning to go. Appreciate that donation. Howard looked good today, even though they struggled closing out the game. They are now headed, and you win a trip to Buffalo to take on Michigan, who might be the best team in the country. But look, you got that check, and I will shout out. There's a few coaches that tweeted out today how important it was to win to have the play-in games, because if they win, the university gets a big chunk of money.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what Howard did. Their first ever tournament win. Shout out to the Bison. Michigan's laying 30.5, boys. 30.5. But Howard's got some guys. Howard's got some guys. A little concerned about the height, but I think Mac, am I crazy? This line's a little steep. I think Howard can keep this right around 20, 25. Give me the points and the Bison out there when they take on the Michigan Wolverines, and they're getting 30.5. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I think it's too many. Michigan's coming off at 3 games in 3 days, somewhat of a quick turn. Laying 30.5, that's too many. Howard's already got a game under their belt. Looking at their bye games, they played Missouri, lost by 20. I mean, I know they got annihilated at Cameron Indoor, but that's a different animal.
Yeah.
I think it's too many. Like, am I going to be like, oh, you got to bet Howard and that's the best play of the day? No, but I think it's too many. So I'll take the points.
And Mac, you forgot about your favorite angle too. Like, Sparty is going to have the crowd. Like, they're coming in shortly after for the. I think they have the afternoon night window, or actually no, they have the morning window. So they'll be there early. I think. I don't know off the top of my head, but either way,
they'll be liquored up. Yeah,
Sparty is going to have a lot more crowd than Michigan will at this site, and I think that there's going to be some that stick around and root for the 16 seed to pull a miracle off. I think it's a bit high. The Cocktail Napkins got this thing at 27. So, I mean, I like Howard as a squad. I think they've got 3 really good players that are not MEAC guys. They're much better than that league. And that was the reason why we took them in the first 4. I think they might be able to hang, but Michigan's size down low should be able to bother them enough to just win the thing by 25.
Bet Detective, what are you doing here with 30.5? You're on mute. I think you're on mute.
Clyde Sullivan is what
I'll lay with 30.5. I don't see how Michigan stops scoring. To be honest with you, I mean, it's gonna be close. Like I said, I mean, obviously when it'll come down to the end. I mean, but they'll be up over 40 at one point. I mean, but it'll like teeter around there. So
look at that.
Yeah, I'll lay it.
Shout out to Cody Frazier. I know he's a Michigan fan, and he says he can't lay 30.5. So both Michigan fans, Bet Detective.
You sure can.
Pretty easy. Shout out to Cody. We're gonna see Cody in Vegas there tomorrow night. Shout out to you, Cody. Looking forward to it, man.
But like Max said, I'm not rushing to the window to bet it, but I'll lay it.
Yeah. And then next up we have the likes of I mean, I actually like it a little bit more than some of the other ridiculous lines.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Sure.
I feel like
Howard the team a little bit more than some of the other teams.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I like Howard, and I do like how they got a game under their belt too. That usually helps. Do we have any?
all day alien. He's saying close to the spread is what he means. He said a close 40-point game.
Close 40-point game.
He's making fun of you, Bet the Tech. If he just said, I think it'll be close. But he's saying it as a close game. He means on the spread. On the spread.
I know. No, it'll be It'll be tied up with 8 minutes to go, and Michigan wins by 40. That's what I mean.
That's possible. That is possible.
That's happened a couple times this year.
Yeah.
They're not playing Arizona. They're not going to win by 40.
Yeah. I mean, also, you're watching a show on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. I'm talking about the line.
Shout out to our friend in Mexico there. He needs a Looking Live shirt in Mexico. We got to get that. We got to get that for you, man. We got to get that going, man. We'll arrange that. We got to get that shirt in the store first. It's not there yet. We're going to get that. Next up, though, we have starts off Friday morning with the banger. Santa Clara and Herb Sendek taking on the Kentucky Wildcats in St. Louis, Missouri, which I do expect a big Blue Nation representation there. Over under at 160.5, by the way. Well, I've been talking about this, I think, for a little bit now. I can't remember how many shows I've talked about this, but I think Santa Clara has the better coach here. I mean, I think Pope could be good down the road, but I think Herb Sendek's a more proven coach. I think the roster is more intact to his visions of what he wants to coach. And I think they're better than Kentucky this year, just flat out better. I'm on the Broncos. I think they're going to win this on the money line. Mac, what are you doing here in St. Louis?
Has anybody taken Kentucky?
I would say big.
I know that's
probably.
a good point. I don't hear too many people on Kentucky.
I haven't heard anybody take Kentucky. I'll take Kentucky. Like hey, this is typical WCC hype machine. Like Herb Sendek, no thank you. Give me Mark Pope and company. They invested $25 million with their roster. They got good guards. I know they've been inconsistent at like defensively, but I think that they actually finished their season somewhat playing well. They won 2 games in the SEC tournament. Their only 2 games they lost was against Florida by single digits. I actually like the way Kentucky finished. I'll lay it with Kentucky.
Let's not forget this is a WCC conference that owns a 35-point win over Kentucky this year.
That's Gonzaga.
And Santa Clara just beat Gonzaga this week. Like
wait, what? No, they didn't.
No, they didn't.
Or
they beat
Sunday.
St. Mary's.
What were you watching? They couldn't touch Gonzaga.
Gonzaga swept them.
Gonzaga fucked them up.
I had the future on Santa Clara, but I get your point. I will say this: all 3 games were close in the second half at some point. Gonzaga did go on a run late, but I'm on the Broncos there. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm on Santa Clara. I'm just getting away. I'll take the money line. What was it, 3.5? They're getting 3.
Yeah, 3.5 right now. See the money line at plus 130. Shop around. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
This was one of the toughest handicaps for me on the Friday slate. I think the start time really is not favorable for Santa Clara. This is a 9:15 local tip for those guys. And also it's played in St. Louis. This is going to be a big Blue Nation crowd. I definitely liked it a lot more instant reaction wise before I knew tip time compared to what I do now. I'm still going to land on the Broncos and the dog, but I think it's pretty close. Nothing from me on this one. My favorite look actually is the prop, or should I say the player projection over at Underdog Fantasy. Kentucky forward Muhammad Diabate go higher than 14.5 points, rebounds, and assists. The Wildcats have a slight edge a little bit on the glass and inside against Santa Clara's interior defense. And Diabate's cleared this number in 6 of his last 7. So give me Santa Clara on the spread and Diabate higher than PRA.
All righty. Next up, tipping off about 25 minutes after this one tips is a banger. The Akron Zips taking on the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Obviously, Texas Tech, no JT Toppin. They are getting the other 2 guys that have been injured in Lawan Watts and Christian Anderson. They're going to play, I believe. I don't know how healthy they are, but they're going to play after getting injured on that fucked up court, Yormark. The Zips, they're playing great ball. They've won 10 in a row. The line is at 8.5. I love Akron in the points here. I think the money line is live at plus 290 or 300. I think there's 300 out there too right now. So I'm on the Zips. I feel good about this. And if you're wondering why there's no lock music, it's because my iPad's fucking fucked up. But lock up the Zips for me. I think this is a game. Texas Tech struggled with Wilmington last year. I question the health of Texas Tech. Their rotation I think is incredibly short, and I think Akron. He's getting a bad rap. Everyone says, they can't win in the tournament. We'll see. They knocked on the door. Okay, they got blown out the last 2, but 3 games ago, I thought they should have beat UCLA. Mac, what are you doing here in Tampa?
Well, and also Gross has won NCAA tournaments twice, 2 different times at Ohio U. So he's won NCAA tournaments in the MAC before. I'm sick of the MAC slander. It fucking is pissing me the fuck off. Now with that said, Akron
I'm gonna go Big 12.
Akron is fucking very popular. I think Texas Tech's gonna win the game. I think they're gonna grind this thing out. Typical Grant McCaslin. But I like Akron in the points. I can't see Texas Tech blowing them out because I think Akron's too good at the guard position, too good with the bigs. I'm not going to call for the money line, but I will bet Akron plus the 8.5. I think that's too many. I think this is a grinder of a game early in the day. But I'll be rooting for Akron. I'll root against the Big 12 here. Let's go Maction. I am the face of MAC. You know that, right? I mean, they tweeted me and Tailgate.
Did you just say you're the face of Grinder?
I'm the face of the Maction.
Bet Detective, what are you doing here
in
Tampa?
Grinder too.
No, I mean I know it's a popular play for a reason. 8.5 is way too much. I'll sprinkle on the money line as well. I mean Akron's style team, like you said. I mean Tobin, it's all caught up with Texas Tech for a little bit. So this is just a prime upset. But 8.5 is way too much. I'm locking up Akron.
Let's go. Double lock on the Zips. Triple, I think. Mac, you feel good about this one? You going to bet this?
Yeah, I'm going to bet Akron.
Yeah.
I'm going to bet the Mac. I'm moneyline action.
There you go. Bieniek, what are you doing here in Tampa, Florida?
I don't love this game either, but I'm actually going the other way. Give me Texas Tech. I know they've lost 3 in a row coming into here, but I just think that you might get like a re-motivated group, hopefully. And this is still a team without JT Toppin. They went on the road in Hilton and beat Iowa State. Like I can't get that out of my head. So when everybody says like all the injuries and whatnot, like I've seen them go and knock off one of the best teams in the country with the injuries. First half under is my favorite play here. I really don't love Texas Tech laying the number. Don't really have over or under favorite, and even the player projection here at Underdog Fantasy. I'll go with Akron forward Evan Mahaffey, lower than 11.5 points. He averages just 10 points a game. This projection's 4 in one of those last 5 games. So I'll go with the trend there, but it's not one of my favorites.
There we go. Make sure once again, Underdog Fantasy promo code TCESGPN. All right, next up, that jumps over to the third game. The kick that tips off, and you guys want to get rich? Why is this slide not moving for me? The fucking Long Island Sharks.
Somebody tweeted out this was the iced tea game, like Long Island iced
Oh,
tea,
this is a
Arizona iced tea.
Lock.
I love that matchup.
The Sharks are in San Diego where they normally hang out. And they're taking on the fucking Arizona Wildcats and Tommy Lloyd.
All I know is we're hard-working, tax-paying people like you, and we don't take shit from nobody. You got that, asshole? Ask me. The fucking union, it works for you.
The spread is 30.5. Unbelievable disrespect to the Long Island Sharks, which have elite guard play in Malachi Davis, of course, and in Jamal Fuller. And, well, Sharks are always biting when they're by the fucking Pacific Ocean. And meanwhile, Tommy Lloyd, he's a pile of shit. All right. He can't coach a goddamn. I've lost so much money on this scumbag fuck. All right. The Sharks are a lock. Rod Strickland's going to out-coach him. He's going to outclass him. And the Sharks are going to cover the 30.5. Lock it up. Mac, what are you doing here in San Diego?
Battle.
Oh, you're such an idiot, dude. How much money do you lose on Long Island per
That'll
year?
bear down. Arizona's gonna win this game by fucking 40. Hey, like, this is Arizona. This is Big 12 Arizona. You're thinking about Pac-12 Arizona.
Well, you're playing in San Diego, buddy. That's Pac-12 country.
That's regionality right there. We took over the Pac-12.
No, the Pac-12's back. I don't know if you heard this news. They're back.
Yeah, next year, not this year, not this year. Arizona is going to win the fucking whole thing, and it's going to start right here. Let's go, Big 12 Arizona, lock it up.
Oh, what a fucking fair.
There now, let's go. Come on, Matola.
You got to love the Long Island play now, guys, because his record. By the way, I meant to mention. I meant to bring this up. I looked at the records on Tally site. Guess who's number one out of everybody? Not just SGPN. I'm talking CBS Sports. I'm talking USA Today.
Yeah.
I'm talking all the other shit. Yahoo Sports is on there. I'm the number one better ATS with the Long Island Sharks. Guess who's dead last, guys? Like 300th place. Moneyline fucking Mac. I looked this up. I shit you not. I shit you not. Yeah.
I 100% believe you.
Sounds like regressions do. Yeah. I will outline Arizona minus 59.5.
Yes.
It's not enough. They're going to win by 60. Arizona wins 111-40.
Yes.
I'm dead serious. I will show my proof. It's maybe tomorrow. But I took a screenshot already of it. I didn't have it prepared for the show.
It's a rigged team over there. Better find out
detective,
what the real team.
Do you want to side with the guy who's dead last out of 330 people at handicapping Long Island basketball games?
It's quite a trend. It's quite a trend I'm going against there. 1 versus 300.
How they do against Illinois and Notre Dame when they played out of every game.
But I've said this from the jump. The Long Island's been dead to me since they dropped the Blackbirds as their nickname. As soon as they went fucking woke and went to the Sharks, they can go fuck themselves. Blackbirds, yes, I take them on the money line. Sharks, I'm laying the 30.5.
Bieniek, what are you doing here in San Diego?
Yeah, it's a revolt against the fucking Sharks as it's 3v1 here. I'm gonna lay it with the Wildcats and bet it. I mean, this is the same Arizona team that's clobbered Northern Arizona by 35. Denver by 30. Norfolk State by 37.
Those teams
Abilene
aren't in the
Christian
tournament.
by 34. Bethune-Cookman by 36. Like, we go on and on, like, through their non-conference, they're slaughtering teams left and right.
Maybe West Virginia by like 40.
I'm Long Island's better than West Virginia. I mean, come on.
Here. This fucking bum-ass Long Island team.
We're in the real tournament. You're in some fucking Crown nonsense.
You wish you could be in the Crown. Hey, you're going to be watching us in the Crown here. There's going to be Final Four. The Mountaineers will be playing still.
Mac wants to go on a 4-0 run in the Crown and then begin the year 20-0 like Nebraska did.
Hey, those pussy-ass bitches from Pitt wish they could qualify for the fucking Crown.
This is a battle.
Eric Stevens, he invited us.
How about them keeping Capo? What the fuck are they even doing out crazy? Like, what the fuck are they even doing?
They're so broke they can't buy out the contract.
These
That's
Duke coaches, these Duke coaches keep getting the benefit of the doubt.
Ridiculous.
Bobby Hurley gets like a 12-year fucking deal in Tempe. What?
I know.
All these Duke coaches got 9 lives. Yeah, you guys are gonna lose. Long Island plus 30.5. Next up.
Hey, real quick, you want the underdog pick on that game?
Yeah, sure.
Arizona's 6-man Anthony Dell'Orso. We're gonna go lower than 16.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So he's a stretch big that's averaging 13 PRA on the season. And if there's one thing that your Sharks do well, Colby, it's defending the perimeter with the athletes. This projection's 6-1 in Dell'Orso's last 7 games, and I just don't see Dell'Orso getting schemed up many opportunities for 3 balls. So lower than.
There we go. I like that. Shocks are swimming, baby. Next up, we have Wright State and Virginia. Virginia laying 18 points, and that is too many fucking points. I will take Wright State, and I will bet this with the 18 points. McIntyre, what are you doing here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania?
I like my Wright State Raiders, man. Saw them in person, win the fucking Horizon League. I think 18's too many. Virginia, they've overachieved this year, but I think they're a little bit fool's gold. I think they're still a little bit fool's gold. So yeah, give me Wright State. I like those guards. I think they can not be rattled by the Ball pressure. Give me Wright State to cover the number. Not calling for
Let's
the money.
go, buddy. I'm not calling for money line either. I think Virginia wins by like 11 or 12. Right. So Wright State stays within that number. Bet Detective in Philadelphia. What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite plays here. Not live on the money line, but I love 18 here with Wright State. I mean, this is so you're selling so high in Virginia right now. I mean, they've been hot. Give them that. I mean, but the way they fire their way into what are they, a 3 seed? Is this a 3-14?
Yeah, and Michael Cooper and Birch.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They got guys for Wright State that can stay within this number.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is insane. 18. Give me. Yeah, I love Wright State.
Wright State's won 8 of the last 10 games too. Come on now, let's go. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
I'm going to disagree with you guys here. Virginia did really well in the non-con, just dressing up games against inferior competition. They're one of those ACC teams. So I'm actually going to lay it. I didn't feel great about it, but that is my bet for this one. I think the over is in play too. If Wright State's able to knock down some shots against Virginia's defense, hey, it's got a chance. For the underdog pick, give me TJ Birch, the guy that you were just talking about, Colby, higher than 16.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Birch did not begin the year as a starter for the Raiders, but he emerged as one of Wright State's best playmakers down the stretch. He's started 22 games this season. In those 22 starts, this projection is 17-5, and it's hitting 4 straight games.
There we go. Shout out to that, and shout out to the Wright State Vikings 10 spot. Next up,
Colby, is this one worth noting that everyone is kind of on the Wright State spread, but every single person I've heard has said, I'm not willing to go to the money line. Well, guess what? I'm willing to go to the money line.
Yeah.
Right? They wins this game outright. Just because no one's picking it, and you know the upsets have been few and far.
Yeah, I love it.
So I'll go ahead and ride with the Wright State.
Virginia, I like it.
Well, I don't get.
That'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful, and that's when you can see that would happen too. Like that's one of the those out of nowhere ones. This is an under the radar one. Like
Virginia still need a double overtime to beat fucking Notre Dame.
Right.
All right, please.
When Sargent and company, you never know.
Yeah.
There you go. Look, folks, before we get to the next game, I want to let you know that the college basketball experience is brought to you by SeatGeek. Look, we've seen Molly Line McIntyre at all these fucking games. He's been at like 50 games in the past 2 weeks. He's traveling around. He's running out of gas at weird hours in the middle of the fucking night. All right, he's the face of Grindr. All right,
Face of action, and all the cheerleaders love it. They want some gas.
Yeah, look, and he's one of the things I told him when he was telling me he's going to be going to all these games. I was like, "What?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to get over there. I'm going to try this place and this place and this place." I said, "Whoa! You gotta use SeatGeek, all right?" Which is why I want to give them a shout out. With over 35 million downloads, SeatGeek's the #1 rated ticketing app. There are more than 70,000 events listed on SeatGeek, including concerts, sports, festivals, and more. If you're going to be in Virginia Beach and want to check out the Bet Detective in April 11th or so, that weekend, I'm sure SeatGeek can hook you up there. The NCAA tournament is obviously here, so SeatGeek, this shit is all around the country. We've already talked about San Diego, St. Louis, Portland, Tampa, Philadelphia. It's all of Buffalo. It's all available for you. Get out to some games. SeatGeek. Plus, the MLB is about to be back. College baseball is thriving. NBA and NHL playoffs are right around the corner. The UFL action, World Cup tickets, all this stuff available on SeatGeek. I love using SeatGeek. And look, SeatGeek has your back. Each ticket is rated on a 1 to 10 scale. So you know when you're getting good seats. Look for the green dots. Green means good. Red means bad. Plus, every ticket is backed by their buyer guarantee. And of course, I have a code for you guys. Use the promo code SGPN10 for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets with the promo code SGPN10. Just make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. Thank you, SeatGeek. We're also brought to you by Kalshi. Kalshi is a real money prediction market, legal in all 50 states, and Kalshi has a ton of trading options for your favorite sports. Look, Kalshi is available, and look, they're fantastic because they're giving away $1 billion for the perfect bracket.
What was that number again?
$1 billion
Not for evil, baby. $1 billion.
Yeah.
for the perfect bracket. No purchase necessary to enter or win. Official rules apply, but look, see callsheet.com/$1 billion bracket for more information. You're gonna want to read all that. And look, here's something I'm interested on Kalshi. I'm gonna jump over there because I got that. I'm looking for the.
I gotta hit $1 billion.
I'm looking for that Hofstra 14.5 number pre the marijuana situation.
That'll be in your account the next day, I'm sure. $1 billion transferred right over.
New Kalshi customers get $20 when you use the promo code SGPN. That's Kalshi, Kalshi. Kalshi, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Bieniek has already been firing away. For each game, he's giving you an Underdog Fantasy play, and they have pick 'em for almost every single sport. Look, Underdogs just increased their payouts. 2-pick entries now at 3.5 times. 3-pick entries now at 6.5 times. Underdogs got a brand new offer for new customers as well. Play $5, get $50 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCESGPN. So do that and let it ride.
To do a perfect bracket, that's going 63-0. It's a 63 team money line parlay, basically. Which, I'm not saying it's impossible. But and I asked on the main show, let's say you get to the championship game at 62-0.
$1 billion.
Are we hedging for $500 million? Are we pulling out $500 million and saying, hey, listen, bank, I know I have no credit with you, but
that $500 million
future market guarantees me $1 billion if Duke wins this game. So give me a
CJ, you would definitely find people that would give you credit for that. And I would say, you'd have to do it, right? It's not hedging when you're going to get half a billion.
You ain't getting a fucking $1 billion from Kalshi if you win. They're not even.
It's the best.
I know one thing. If I'm going against Duke, I ain't hedging. Fuck
yeah,
Duke.
Fuck the hedge. Let it ride. Shove it. Hedging's for gardeners.
Arizona's gonna fuck Duke up.
Hey, J-Man saying just stay in the garage next March. What is that referring to?
What
fuck's that referring to? Fuck's going on over here? I'm in Los Angeles right now.
He's live in Eagle Rock.
Yeah, I like coming here, fucking hanging out. Had delicious sushi, which you can't find in the state of fucking North Carolina.
Jesus Christ. He was late to my show today because he had a sushi day today downtown, Koreatown. Already gets out of Carolina and he's all fucking LA'd up.
Fucking get little Tokyo. All right, not Koreatown. Koreatown's the other side. All right, the other Koreatown's the other side. All right. Little Tokyo. I go to Little Tokyo. I know the spots, Bet Detective. We gotta one of these days. I'll let you know. You're probably going to this Hollywood bullshit. What are you doing? What are you doing over there by your house? Go to that goddamn. What's it? What is that? Katana? Fucking Katana. Fucking Hollywood and Vine.
That one up on the hill. And shout out to Silver Bull for that tip. And if you think I'm being called Craig Stadler as an insult, you have me fucked up because the Walrus is the man. And I trim my mustache down for it though.
Hey, there we go.
Hey,
exactly.
CJ, do you ever take advantage of the standing water rule like Craig Stadler used to? Because it used to be if you could see water seep out from under your feet, and he would just get lift, clean, and replace in every single spot on the whole fucking court.
He's the greatest. Does he have a kid too? Looks just like him.
Yeah, I think it's Kevin Stadler.
Yeah, Kevin Stadler.
The standing water rule also applied to him, if you were wondering.
So what is it? It was lift clean if there was water coming out of your feet.
Yeah, if you were standing heavy enough somewhere that the water seeped out around your feet, the old rule was considered lift, clean, and replace. So Craig Stadler was just hitting clean lies nonstop.
Amazing. He's the best.
By the way, pouring a nice, delicious glass of Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey for St. Patty's, and they sent us this here. Shout out to Tullamore Dew. It is the greatest whiskey on planet Earth.
Colby.
What's that?
Hold it up again.
There we go. Tullamore Dew. Look, they sent us this. They were kind enough to send us this to celebrate St. Patty's Day in style. So shout out to Tullamore Dew.
Not lying. Fantastic. When I was in Ireland, I bought a shirt with their slogan on it. Didn't even know what I was doing when I was a kid. Throw away your pills. It'll cure all ills. Be you pagan, Christian, or Jew. Tell them or do.
Oh man,
So
Now that's
old
a
were you?
slogan. Now that's a slogan.
What year was
shout
this?
out to
that's some spoken word. That's some spoken.
Yeah.
You know,
That
you've
was
been to Ireland.
1987.
About to say, you walk into every fucking bar in Ireland.
Right.
You're not gonna find TVs. You're gonna see some poet rattling off some shit like that.
Yeah,
that is fire.
absolutely.
Yeah.
So
I
shout
like-
out to Silver Bullet who gave us $20, and then Bill Russo coming in with 10.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
You know, when I'm at Circa, when
Y'all will know when I'm at
We're all
Circa
Circa.
when the
We're all
Circus
Okay.
by Britney Spears starts playing. For some reason, every time I walk into Circa, that song is playing.
I will say this, and I love Circa, great casino, the best casino in Las Vegas, but yeah, they do not tone down the fucking up-tempo house music and shit, no matter what time it is. Like 7 a.m. All right, Jesus, I just want a coffee at Jackpots. Can you turn down
Well,
DJ Tiesto right now?
And I had
please?
Twain's blasted. Man, I
Yeah,
feel like a
Well,
woman.
I'm about to say,
Mod on.
Mollyline Max says he's ready. He's got the sunglasses already. Let's go.
I'm already there. I'm already there. You just don't know it yet.
Let's go. And let's jump to the next game because we have to talk. Tennessee State getting a ridiculous 24.5 against the Cyclones, who have been known to collapse like a lawn chair in this tournament. 24.5 is too much, guys. I mean, who the fuck does Iowa State think they are? They played Lipscomb last year. It was what, 27, 26? Lipscomb doesn't have any athletes. Tennessee State has athletes. I'm all over Tennessee State plus 24.5. I've already bet this. McIntyre, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll battle you. Tennessee State, I watched them in person. They can't make a jump shot. They just played the OVC title game, and they made every jump shot in that game. They're not going to make any shots against Iowa
What do you
State.
mean
They're
they
gonna
can't
get
make a
blown.
jump shot? They're top 15 in the country. Or shoot, I'm looking at Iowa State. Sorry.
Dude, look at Tennessee State's numbers, B-Nick.
Yeah.
Get that
I was looking at their
number
home
and
team.
shove it up your ass. I talked to their I know their staff well. They're like, they couldn't believe the way they shot it in that OVC title game. They're going to get blown the fuck out.
So wait, they beat Lipscomb by 27. Lipscomb
They're going
has
to lose
zero.
by 40.
Lipscomb has 0 athletes, right?
I
They
actually
beat.
think Tennessee State has the athletes to
That's what I'm
keep
saying.
up with Iowa State.
They beat South Dakota State in the first round by 17 the year prior, right? I'm just looking for the proof that I mean, like Dante Harris has been in college for like 30 years. He was a former Power 5 point guard.
Iowa State just got done playing against Arizona. You think they're going to be scared of fucking Tennessee State?
Iowa State should be scared of anybody in the tournament. They're a
They're gonna
fucking
beat them
pretender
by
each and every
36.
fucking year. Each and every fucking year, they're a pretender. Look, go back to the game before. They scored 41 points against Pitt on True TV. That is a true fucking story right there.
What they do?
I know
what they
this
do-
because
what
I
they
was
do
in
last year
Vegas
the
with a
first
large
round?
wager on Iowa State. They beat Lipscomb by 27.
He's
That's
mentioned it
24.5.
3 times.
Yeah.
What they do the year before against South Dakota State?
They won by I just mentioned this. What the fuck are you talking about? They won by 17. That would easily cover 24.5.
They're going to destroy Tennessee State.
And
They're
South
gonna
Dakota
destroy
State had a bunch of whites, right? Lipscomb had a bunch of whites. Tennessee State's got some dogs.
Tennessee State's going to score 36 points.
Hey, got some whites. I love that.
White, black. All right, the blacks are going to score 36. They ain't going to be able to make a shot.
You're
They
crazy.
ain't gonna be able to make a shot.
Dante Harris, a Power 5 starting fucking point guard at one point.
Yeah, he's getting ready to learn Tim and Lipsy. Like he's gonna get fucked up. Come on, man.
Bet Detective, what are you doing here in St. Louis?
You're gonna get blown the fuck out.
Could happen, but I'm taking the 25 with Tennessee State here. You
Yeah.
know, I got these Cyclones going deep in this tournament. But
You're gonna go to the Final Four.
Yeah. Shout out to
They are
Clark.
going to
Tennessee
Final
State's
Four,
point
but just
guard is a
20
former
points.
Big East tournament MVP.
Yeah,
I rest my fucking
Georgetown.
case.
There
Yeah.
you go.
That's a mid-major league.
Yeah, give me Tennessee State
No.
here plus 25.
Yeah, I agree with CJ and Colby. Like they've already talked about the point enough, but like they start 4 seniors, they start 5 upperclassmen. Like this is an old athletic team that, you know, if you put pressure on Iowa State, see what happens. Like I know I know Tennessee State lost by what was it, 29 to the Vols, and the Vols and Iowa State are very similar. I always rip on Iowa State for scheduling tomato cans in the non-conference in November, and they just blow them out. But I'll test my luck. I'll press my luck here with the Tigers. And
this team can't shoot. They just made fucking 15 threes in the first half. They're not going to make a shot against Iowa State.
So
it's
Mac,
blow the fuck out.
Well,
I'm
if you want to
interested-
talk about can't shoot, how about Iowa State's 342nd from the free throw line?
They don't need to shoot free throws. They're just going to shoot layups.
Whatever fits your fucking narrative.
Layup line.
Whatever fits your fucking narrative. Shout out to King Jackoff, who says, am I rooting for the whites or the blacks? Well, you can root for whoever. We're all people. We're all people. But I would say, what did Leslie Nielsen say, Naked Gun? When it comes to boxing, never bet on the white guy.
Yeah, whites from the stripes, blacks to the rack. How about Mom? How about Mom Chilovich though? The other day when I shouted out last time I was on the show, I said he's gonna be the best guy on the court in that amazing Iowa State Arizona game. And they went back and forth, but what he hitting 8 threes in that game?
Yeah, he was on fire that game. He was on fire.
He's so good.
So the one matchup that I will circle for Tennessee State is, the defense has played much better down the stretch of the season, and they're top 25 in creating turnovers. So give me Joshua Jefferson higher than 2.5 turnovers. Yes, he's a big man for Iowa State, but Tennessee State's got the size and athletes to give the clones some fits. Jefferson's had 3 or more turnovers in 5 of his last 6 games.
There we go.
Yeah,
let's go.
This line's just it's just a tad too high. It should be around 19, 20.
Yeah, and speaking of line movement, Alabama Hofstra was at 14.5 before that news of the marijuana paraphernalia. But Tampa, Florida will be a Bama. I don't know, actually. You probably have a lot of Long Islanders in Florida. I think Bama will have the crowd, but there are some. If you've been to the great state of Florida, there are more New Yorkers than you realize. I think Alabama's laying 11.5. The over under 159.5. Look, I'm a little terrified of this game. I haven't bet this game yet. I feel like every fucking person I'm talking to is on Hofstra. I think Nate Oates could end up playing. The guy, what's his name? We were just talking about it. Hollowell.
I don't think they need him.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they're going to end up traveling with him, actually.
Well, he'll drive there. I'm gonna take Hofstra in the points, but I don't love it. I don't love it, man.
Yeah.
Mac,
this was a lot.
This
was a lot better when this was 14. I'll say.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
This time of year, I just listen to people talk and be like, "Oh, Aiden Holloway, like they're gonna miss him. He's an impactful guard." You haven't even watched Alabama play. Like you haven't even watched college basketball the last fucking 4 or 5 months. I'll lay with Alabama, lock it up.
Yeah.
You think Alabama don't need him against Hofstra?
Well, my thing is this: like Nate Oates, scumbag and all, he always recruits talented dudes. So the next guys deeper on that bench that we haven't seen much of this year, they're probably pretty nasty. You know what I mean? Like they're probably just waiting for their opportunity, and they're probably pretty nasty. Bet Detective, what are you doing here in Tampa, Florida?
That's the only problem. I hate going against Speedy Claxton. Like I said, I like it much better when it was 15 or 14. Bama leads the country in scoring. That's the thing. Like they don't play close games. You know, I mean, like you're either going to beat them or Bama's going to run you out the gym.
Hofstra money line or Alabama lay.
It's basically what it is. I'm either going to lay it or take Hofstra money line.
Yeah, Bama's going to win by 20. I've seen this shit before. Everybody goes, "Oh man, the dog's live."
Yeah, I think the pendulum swayed too far on one side. Now you're getting pretty good value on Bama here.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, this is a no bet right now for me. If anything, like you let this dip a little bit more, I think I would go in on the Crimson Tide. But right now at 11.5, I'll pick Hofstra for the record. I don't feel great about this fucking play. I don't think I've heard one person on Bama, and I'm like, man, at 3 points, 3 points,
roll Tide, roll.
And they're gonna have that crowd. They're gonna have that crowd.
Right? By 22, we've seen this before.
Bieniek, what are you doing here, Bieniek?
Yeah, I'll be the guy on the show to give out. You guys are talking about the values gone with the 14.5. Not if you're taking the fucking money line. This morning I wrote the March Madness upsets to bet in the first round of the NCAA tournament article over at sportsgamblingpodcast.com. I love Hofstra. Like, I was curious about how their size would be able to possibly exploit Alabama's interior defense. I don't know if it can, but I do know that, I mean, Hofstra has the third best 2-point percentage defense in the nation. No buckets around the rim are free. So Alabama's going to have to get all of their points from three-pointers. Now, I know they are very able to, but I think that Hofstra's backcourt can match them. And without their best three-point shooter for Alabama, I think Hofstra's very live. So I'm taking the spread, sprinkling a little bit on the money line. And then the underdog fantasy player projection is Preston Edmeade. He's a do-it-all guard for Hofstra, albeit he's a freshman. If the Pride are going to stay in this thing, I think he's got to go over the 25.5 PRA, and he's done that in 7 of last 11 games for Hofstra.
Yeah, there we go. So Bieniek saying Hofstra money line.
Yeah, no problem with a Hofstra play.
Ben, second, you said you're are you on Bama at 11.5?
I'm at Bama at 11.5. I actually did grab Hofstra at 14, but like I think it's just swayed too much. I'm getting out of that position. And the more I think about it, I think Bama wins this by 20.
That's what I'm thinking. The more I think, I don't know. Like I said, for the record, I'm staying the fuck away right now. But I can see the logic in you and Max.
So you're saying your only bet is the first half under, Colby?
Yes, yes. As of right now, like I said, if this shit dips, because I feel like, dude, I've done it like a few different radio spots today. Every fucking person I talk to is on fucking Hofstra. So I do expect that number to come down a little bit potentially. If so, I do look to jump on the tide. Next up, we have Utah State, Villanova, and San Diego. I hit on this just recently on the SGP show. Utah State is laying 1.5, and this is the third time they've been playing in this arena over the past 2 years.
Really? That's a good nugget.
Because it's at the Vieja Center.
Yeah, duh.
And I think Calhoun feels disrespected. There's also a gigantic Mormon population in San Diego, which I think will be a good advantage for Utah State. I'm all over the Aggies laying 1.5. I also love to fade Kevin Willard in March. So yeah, lay it, lock it. I've already bet this. McIntyre, what are you doing here in San Diego?
Yeah, and everybody wants to talk about fade the Mountain West in March. Fade the Big East in March. The Big East sucks. I like Utah State. I think Utah State's a significantly better team. Disrespected. They should be a 5 or 6 seed if they had that SEC or Big Ten logo. I think they make shots in this building because they've already played there. Love Utah State. Lock it up. Villanova's a fraud.
Let's go. Double lock on the Aggies. Bet Detective, what are you doing here in San Diego?
Yeah, triple up. I mean, Utah State is one of my favorite plays. I love Falslev. He's like fucking Stockton and Petrovic combined, for God's sakes. This team will just out execute you. This isn't a slap in the face, this seeding. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That they're a fucking 9 seed winning this championship. I mean, yeah, it really is. It's insane.
And I actually feel like this is like the most athletic Utah State team. Utah State always has a good program, but I feel like Calhoun's gone and got like getting some of the guys they got, whether it was Collins, whether it was Colby King from Tulane, like they have gotten guys that I think have raised the athleticism of their program.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bieniek, what are you doing here?
Yeah, how about this for a positive Ken Palm stat that I think you guys will actually, no, never mind. I'm not going to say it because it was wrong as I was handicapping it, trying to build off of Mac's point there. But I do think that Mountain West was stronger than the Big East by my estimation as well. So I agree with that. This was a harder game for me to pick. I'm going to end up landing on the over. I think that both teams may not be able to stop each other defensively. So I don't feel great about the side. I'm going to go Utah State, though, in this game in my bracket and the over. And then I'll take you to Utah State freshman forward Adlin Elliman or Elamine and give me the lower than 3.5 rebounds. So he's only grabbing 3 boards a game on the season. He's only passed 3.5 twice in the last 10 games. And then Villanova, I don't know if you've heard of him, but Duke Brennan's like one of the best rebounders in the country. So I don't know how many free ones Elamine's going to get.
Yeah. And by the way, Troy, it's people. Kevo's saying Mormons in San Diego. There's I used to host a weekly comedy show. Opening up for this famous band known as the Disco Pimps.
Yeah,
on 6th Street there.
Not to confuse with the Disco Biscuits.
Yeah, not to be confused at all.
Right.
But there's a gigantic, 5% of the city of San Diego is Mormons. Actually, there's a gigantic church that looks like some shit out of like Lord of the Rings, or
fucking
Conan the
Mormons
Barbarian.
everywhere,
Yeah,
dude.
That you pass by on the 5 freeway. So yeah.
How about this for a stat too? Villanova's season's going to begin and end via a team that is Mormon from Utah. BYU opening night, they lost. Utah State, final game of the year, they'll lose.
Watch out for the Mormons, Philly.
Suburbs. Rasheed Wallace didn't even know Villanova was in Philadelphia. When they asked him, why don't you, did you ever think Nova's like, why is that in Philly? Yeah, it's 20 minutes away, you asshole.
That's great.
He said it was down between Temple and Carolina. He's like, I went to Carolina. What about Nova?
Are you indicating that it is in the white collar part of town in Philly?
In Villanova, yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, you look at the sweater vest you'll see in the crowd.
Next up, we have the likes of this. We don't have a line on, just showing that the Redskins of Miami, Ohio, or SMU will be playing Tennessee. We will have this one available for you tomorrow. Yeah, shout out to that game there. We then have Iowa, Clemson, and Tampa, Florida. I'm kind of fascinated by this game. I like rock fights, and this is the definition of a rock fight, I think. So you have, your total is at 128. That should answer it right there for you.
Yeah.
But
what a hilarious total.
Iowa is second to last in the country, or I'm sorry, third to last in the country in pace. Well, in that 363rd, well, Clemson's at 333rd. Clemson's also without Welling, their big man, or they're one of their forwards.
Starting center.
Thought he played power forward. No,
believe he was the 5.
Okay, I stand corrected. I'm all over Iowa, whether he was playing or not. I just like McCollum in these tournaments. I think McCollum's an elite coach. Going back to that Michigan game, I thought they had no business being on the same court talent-wise, and I'm like, the fact it was even remarkably close. No. I think there's a big edge for Iowa here. I'm laying the 2.5. I've already bet this one. Mac, what are you doing here in Tampa?
Yeah, I'll lay it with Iowa. A little worried they could get backdoored just because I think this is going to be a grinder of a game.
Yeah.
But I think Sturts and company, they make enough shots to make their free throws. I think Iowa wins by 5 or 6.
Bet detective?
This is the perfect 9-8 bullshit fucking game. It really is.
No doubt.
I know it really is. So I mean, obviously, my initial is Iowa, but I think you're right, Mac. I think it's gonna be a grinder. So I'll just take the 2.5 and fucking move forward. Give me Clemson. Fuck it.
He's going. They will have the crowd probably.
But I'm on the record. I hate this game.
Is that because your ex is from the great state of Iowa, or is that?
No. I just hate this fucking game. Why is this even in my bracket? Why is this in my tournament? Get them both out of here. I'd much rather have San Diego State be in there or something.
These weren't even bubble teams.
I know, but I hate looking at this game.
Bieniek, what are you doing here?
So I'll start off with actually my underdog pick because it's one of my favorites. It's Iowa wing Tavian Banks. We're going to go lower than 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists. On the season, Banks only averages 16.5, and then add in the fact that this pace is going to be slower than molasses between the two teams, and then Banks doesn't get many chances to create his own shot because Bennett starts as ball dominant. And then also Clemson's the top 15 defensive rebounding team. So I think Banks goes lower than 17.5 PRA. But speaking of Bennett Sturts, like in a slow game, I trust him a whole lot more than anything Clemson's got.
Exactly.
And then also Ben McCullum's a really good tournament coach. Like, he was doing the damn thing in D2, won his first tournament game last year against Missouri. So yeah, I love Iowa laying the 1, lock that up, and then give me the Banks player projection in the final entry that we'll do at the end of the show.
There we go. Let's jump to the next game, which is Northern Iowa. The Panthers. Shout out to the great Rob Donaldson. He projected them to be here. And shout out to Silver Bullet for giving us $10. She spends $15 million in insurance for $1 billion payoff.
You're still not paying off the fucking Venezuelan president snatch fucking Kalshi. These sons of bitches. They're like, no, it wasn't an infiltration. What were they hover him out of there? What are they talking about?
Yeah, I mean, but they're good people. Next
good
up,
people. I know they're
so
sponsored.
lost.
I talk
way
shit
over my
because
head.
they sponsor everyone. They sponsor Good Morning
I know.
America.
There's
They
no
don't even know they're
chance
on
they're
this
listening
show.
to this.
Yeah, absolutely not.
All right.
Yeah, people on both sides.
Northern Iowa is laying 10.5 against. I'm sorry, Northern Iowa's catching 10.5 against St. John's there in San Diego. Look, Donaldson, you're my guy. I'm looking forward to having a few cocktails with you out there at the Circa tomorrow night. Shout out to Rob Donaldson. Check out his page, Rob Donaldson Bets. But I just think it's a bad matchup. I'm locking up St. John's laying 10.5. I already bet this. We're in. McIntyre, what are you doing here?
I like the matchup for Northern Iowa.
Really?
I don't think they're going to get sped up.
No, I don't think they need to get sped up. I just think it's almost like the St. Mary's Houston round 2 shit. I don't think that blends good when you have a team that is kind of does what Northern Iowa does good.
Yeah.
What has St. John's done other than just beat the Big East teams? I think this is the most overrated team in America.
Woo! They got a guy named Rick Pitino.
Yeah, he also got bounced by fucking Calipari in year 1 at Arkansas last year.
Okay, he's still a national champion winning coach.
I mean, like, he's a great, like, don't get me wrong.
That's not a diss.
He's a great coach, but Ben Jacobson's beaten Bill Self in the NCAA tournament in round of the 32. He's beaten Texas. Like, Northern Iowa's been here, done that. I think St. John's overrated. I think Northern Iowa lock it up, and Northern Iowa is going to beat St. John's outright.
You're getting silly. Too much green beer. Too much green beer.
That Big East conference is way overrated.
Cut this guy off. Cut this fucking guy off.
Why is the line 10? Why is it at 20?
What do you mean? It's a 512.
Yeah.
Where's a 20.512? What are you talking about?
This is the lowest 512. You're acting like this is a crazy upset call. This is the lowest 512 line.
I'm just saying, historically, 512s are like 10.5 is actually large historically for a 512.
I'm with Mac. Why I do believe St. John's are overrated. Way
overrated.
They cannot shoot the ball, and that will.
They are overrated. I agree, but not for facing Northern Iowa.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm still laying it here. I think it won't matter here. They're going to get off this plane furious that they have to travel to San Diego first of all, and they're going to smash them on the glass. Like you said, they do everything Northern Iowa does, but with just better athletes. I don't think it catches up to them here. It does catch up to them eventually here. I mean, down the road, but I'll lay the 10.5 here with St. John's.
Yeah, so we got a battle so far. Bieniek, what side you on?
So I'm gonna side with Mac slightly. Don't necessarily agree with the overrated part of it, but I do think that Northern Iowa could be able to give the backcourt of St. John's some issues, and the backcourt is not necessarily the Johnny's strength. So I'm gonna take you to another one of my favorite underdog fantasy picks. That's St. John's point guard Dylan Darling, lower than 9.5 points. Darling has crossed this number just 9 times in the Johnny's 32 games. Add in Northern Iowa's very stingy perimeter defense. I struggle seeing Darling racking up points rather than at the free throw line. That's the only way. So overall, like, I think these two teams, both of their strengths are the exact same. I understand Colby's point. Like, typically the better
I think it's a
teams, more
horrible matchup
talented
for
ones
Northern Iowa. I think
in the same matchup, like it favors the better, more talented team. I'm actually just going to go with the under. The cocktail napkin makes this a really nice pick for the under here. So
I like the
that's where I'll
matchup.
go.
I like the matchup for Northern Iowa. No, St. John's can't shoot.
Well, how about this?
They're going to pack it in. They're going to pack it in like Northern Iowa always does, and dare St. John's to make shots. If St. John's shoots, if St. John's makes 12 threes, then I tip my cap.
I don't think either team can shoot, and that's why the under's so great.
Yeah.
Well, no, both teams miss, and you know what helps? Having a top 50 rebounding team compared to the 334th rebounding team, and that is Northern Iowa.
That's why I like it. They're going to pound them on the glass.
Northern Iowa does not offensive rebound. They're actually top 25 in defensive rebound.
Yeah,
overall for rebounding, they're 334th.
Well, yeah, because they're factoring in that they just don't even. They're not going to allow St. John's to get out in transition.
That's against a Valley schedule.
Yeah, I totally agree. But they're top 25 in
glass.
defensive rebounding.
Okay.
Like they're not going to allow St. John's to get out in transition because they're not going to overexpose themselves going for offensive.
I'm looking at their non-con schedule. They didn't play one
Northern
fucking
Iowa's
Power
non-con
5.
is just as
well,
impressive.
their
as
non-con I actually thought was kind of impressive. 3-point loss to Tulsa, who can run them out of the building. Wichita State went to overtime. 5-point loss to St. Mary's. That's a
not
very
what I'm
similar
saying.
style.
That's not. They didn't. What I'm saying is they didn't play one Power 5 school.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still impressed by their non-con. They played 4 tournament teams.
I was not saying that. I did
well,
not
look
say,
at the St. Mary's game. They only lost by 5 there. And
I never said they didn't schedule. I said they did not play a Power 5 school. You're moving the fucking argument, dude. All right? You're moving the fucking argument.
I said 40 more slides to get to. Can we fucking take this to
I hate when the argument gets twisted. The twist was that they haven't played a Power 5 school, which has obviously
we're
more
running to the window
athletes.
to back with Miami, Ohio, because they haven't played a Power 5 school.
What? Against SMU, who was a mid-major 2 years ago?
Yeah, we're talking about St. John's, who was not that great in non-con.
Okay. You're a terrible arguer because you just move it. You move it. I'm talking one thing, and you fucking move it to another thing.
Play the lock battle.
That's all I'm saying.
Move on.
I'm not even betting the spread. I'm taking the under.
I know, but I'm saying I never mentioned Tulsa or St. Mary's. I never talked about it. I just said they didn't play a fucking group of or a Power 5 team is what I said. That's all I was saying. Doesn't mean I was fucking sitting there shitting on their schedule. I was not shitting on their schedule. I was just saying they haven't played a Power 5 school. That's all I was saying.
And then I mentioned the strong teams they did play.
But you mentioned that as a retort, as me saying that all right, fuck you. All right, dude, fuck off, dude. I swear to God, when I see you tomorrow, I'm going to fucking put cyanide in your fucking goddamn cocktail. Good God. Next up, we got UCF, the very Golden Knights in Philadelphia, taking on UCLA. UCLA laying 5.5.
Are you raising your voice at me?
I am raising my voice.
The cameras show it. The cameras show it.
I am saying UCF money line right here because they are the oldest team in the tournament. Them and Texas A&M. And one thing I do love about this, well, first off, Mick Cronin's in fucking Philadelphia. Hilarious.
Yeah, bitch about that.
Obviously, UCLA got a little dinged up in the final game, but really, I just think UCF is more battle tested. I think they're better right now. Let's go. Give me Johnny Dawkins back in his city where he played for the Philadelphia 76ers. This is a money line play. They are beating them outright. Plus 200. Give me the Golden Knights. Lock it up. McIntyre, what are you doing here?
Yeah, Yukon better hope that UCLA wins this game because if not, Yukon's gonna have trouble with UCF. I like UCF too, man. Like I think they're better, and UCLA has UCLA won a game in the Eastern Time Zone?
Maybe Maryland.
I think
Maryland?
one at Penn State. That was the only one.
Okay. All he does is bitch about the time zones. I think UCLA's a fraud. They had a nice win over Michigan State. They're feeling good about themselves. Now they're going to go east. I'll take UCF with that veteran group. Lock it up. Shiny Knights.
Let's go. It's a money line play, Mac. Money line.
Oh,
Money line. Let's go. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm on UCF plus the points in money line. I will say this about UCLA though. They do have absurd talent when they get it together, and that their Big Ten tourney run was impressive. I mean, they smacked the shit out of Sparty. That being said, fuck Cronin going to Philadelphia on the road. I want to trust what I saw all year. This UCLA team is absolutely a fraud. Yeah, give me UCF money line. Let's go.
Hey,
Let's go.
CJ, they got to go from Chicago back to LA, and then
Right.
he's got to go to Philly. He's going to be so pissed.
Wait till he sees the hotels in Philly. This ain't the Waldorf in Chicago, pal.
He's going to be motherfucking lucky at you. He's like, I hate you. I hate you, Nick Foles. I hate you, Rocky.
Yeah. Fuck.
Bieniek, what are you doing here, man?
So I struggle with both of these teams. UCLA, you guys already mentioned it with the injuries, so I won't harp on that too much. UCF really has not had any high-tier wins all year. Their best wins at home against Kansas, and Kansas has been all over the place the entire year. Great win, but UCLA would be their second best win on the schedule this year.
Too.
Okay, third best win on the schedule. Like that's my biggest thing with UCF. We've picked them in so many of these big spots that they should be more live than they have been because they had a terrible travel spot. Like coming to Orlando is tough for the Big 12 teams, and they knocked off 2. Like I thought they would have been a little bit better. Give me the so my bet is the under. I think that both teams may struggle to score here. UCF's size and athleticism might give UCLA some trouble. Plus UCLA might not be fully healthy. So under in this one. And then the underdog pick is Trent Perry. And we're going to go higher than 19.5 points, rebounds, and assists for him. It's 6-2 in their last 8 games. It went 3-0 in the Big Ten tournament. His role on this UCLA team has steadily increased throughout the season. And with the health of Tyler Bilodeau, but more importantly, Donovan Dent in question, he's going to have a big role in this game.
Triple lock on UCF with the points. Bring on the money line. Next up, we're jumping over to Queens, the Royals with Queens. Taking on Purdue in St. Louis, Missouri. Purdue laying 25.5. Yeah.
Say that again.
Purdue's laying 25.5.
25.5 in a March Madness tournament game.
Yeah, I like it, Queens.
Yeah, I'm on Queens too.
What are we talking about here?
We saw St. Pete's go in there. St. Pete's was starting like a 6'5" fucking center against Zach Edey.
And a week ago, everybody and their mother was out on Purdue, including Bieniek. They're like, Purdue sucks. Yeah, all of a sudden they win the Big Ten. They're like, oh, they're a 2 seed. What?
I know.
They were a 7 seed. They were a 7 seed in the Big Ten, and now they're a 2 seed. Like
that's crazy. That's so fucking crazy. They're like the Virginia of the Big Ten. We're like out of nowhere. Like what? What's happening now? They're a 2 and a 3. Did we not watch them all year?
Yeah,
but they are. I will say this about Purdue: they were a preseason #1 team in the country.
Yeah,
and they did have talent. Braden Smith, but 25. Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking out of your mind? I know Queens has no defense, but I don't care. This is way too high.
Yeah, unbelievable. Malik saying it was Fairleigh Dickinson. Yeah, but it was also St. Pete's that beat him 67-64 to get to the Elite 8. So it was both, I think, technically different years.
Yes. No, Matt Painter's lost to a 13, 14, 15, and 16 seed in his career.
Yeah.
Yeah. North Texas got him one year too, right? Was that the 13?
I think
right?
they were the 13 over a 4.
Yeah. Look, I do think Purdue will. I don't think the money line's live, but
no, I don't either.
I think
still. What are we talking about here?
Yeah. So the Royals with Queens. It seems like a triple lock here. Bieniek, do you want to make it a quadruple lock?
No, I'm not going to get there.
Of course not.
If I'm forced to take a pick on the side, it's going to be Purdue.
I could answer that for you.
Don't feel great about Purdue. But I I hate Queen's defense. Like, they've played 5 power conference games this year, guys. Teams are scoring an average of 102.5 points against them.
No, it's a good
And
point.
in those 5 games, 3 of them
I don't get,
are not
breaking
tournament
my
teams.
income, but they're counting
So-
down 7-6-5.
My lock for this game is the Purdue team total over 94.5.
Okay.
Because I think they'll be able to score. Queens loves to run. They're top 75 in tempo. I think they might just run themselves.
I
right
do
out of the
think
building.
you will hit this. You will hit this.
Yeah, that's a good
So,
point. I mean, listen, no one's arguing Queens has no defense. I mean,
And then
that's agreed upon.
And then the underdog pick. So for those that watched the Big Ten tournament, Oscar Clough played outstanding in it. We're going to go higher than 22.5 points in rebounds. I don't know how Queens will be able to stop Purdue's offense. And I think the Royals could get slaughtered on the boards. Painter and the Boilermakers featured Clough a lot more during the Big Ten tournament. And Clough really played well, averaged 17.3 points per game and 9.5 rebounds in the 4-game stretch in Chicago. So higher than 22.5 points in boards.
Love it. And Ziggy and all the other people. Yes, we are talking the NIT. This will come after we're a few slides away. Next up, we have this game. See this one, just a dud slide. Just there to tell people that Lehigh Prairie View.
Too many points.
Yeah, I think PV's live, right? Take that on the money line. They're hot. My fucking Panthers are hot down there. Let's go. And then we have, I'm just going chronologically so you can build your day. I care about the viewer. Cal Baptist, Dominic Daniels, catching 14.5 in San Diego. One thing I got to be honest. I did not come in super bullish on this game until I did the SGP show. I know they're TMZ-ish. We like to make fun of them, but I didn't realize Cal Baptist actually had 14,000 students. Kind of thought it was like a private school with like 2,000 or 3,000.
They're going to show up.
That's what I'm saying. That is a little bit of. I mean, this is their first time ever in the NCAA tournament. I do think they're going to show up. Also, Dominic Daniels is from fucking Compton. I think his family, his friends, they're all making that trip down there. I got no idea the state of the Kansas locker room.
And they'll be loud.
And Max Boy Hunter Dickinson with a great interview about the Bill Self's culture that dropped today. Did you see that interview?
What did he
Hunter
say?
Dickinson, yeah.
You didn't see
That's
it?
great.
Oh man, you got to watch it. He's basically saying that the fans were mean to me and no one wanted to play.
After
no one
their
wanted
wins,
to play
he got
for
like
Bill
2
Self.
Instagram comments.
yeah,
After the losses, they got like 500 Instagram comments.
Yeah, well, isn't that
said it
normal?
felt
They
a
sound like
job. It
UMBC.
felt like a job. Well, you're getting paid. It is a fucking job.
Yeah,
How many Big 12 titles did they win before that sorry motherfucker got there? Good God.
that $1 million that went to your fucking bank account,
What a
right?
bitch.
Or that I should at least say the 6 figures. All right, that wasn't just to show up. All right, why did you transfer from Michigan, which happens to be a fucking renowned fucking university that has a great basketball culture too? What? I mean, dude, that video makes him look like such a bitch. Yeah. It makes him look like such a bitch. And he's sitting there in his feelings. Well, yeah, and it was like they booed me. So then I was like, well, I don't want to play for you. It became feeling like, what did he say? It started to feel like a job. It started to feel like a job.
Yeah.
It is a job.
It was a
brother.
job.
You're paid $1 million. Welcome to adulthood. You want to be a pro? We're gonna treat you like a pro, soft bitch.
Well,
Like
what's crazy?
Fuckers.
What's crazy is, and then I'm sure this was horseshit. Bet Detective, I'm curious your thoughts. Like he said, I was actually one on the team. Everyone else felt this way, but I was one on the team that actually like stood up a little bit more to it. So he said everyone else was way more out. Do you think that was just horseshit?
Of course it was horse shit. He was on a podcast, first of all. He's a bitch. I mean, come on.
I mean, they lost the first round regardless, but I'm just saying
Right.
I wonder if there was truth to that. But
No way.
yeah. But I'll say this. They talked me into it. I'm actually going to I have not bet this yet, but I will bet this when I get to Vegas. I think I've been talked into betting Cal Baptist plus the points because just the unknown with Kansas. Also, ever since fucking you could pay players, Self's been very questionable in the first round.
Yeah.
After doing a deep dive on that, and then Cal Baptist having the crowd, give me the 14.5.
Yeah, and it'll be like a low scoring game too. Kansas doesn't, they don't put up 90, 100 points. So you're giving me 14.5. I love it. I like Cal Baptist a lot here, actually.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It turned into a lock. I didn't have this. I actually, if anything, I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know. But I think I've talked myself into betting Cal Baptist plus 14.5 with knowing that this
Colby.
crowd is going to be, yeah.
This one's also grown on me. I've talked myself into the money line on Cal Baptist. I threw it into the article. It's plus 800, or at least it was this morning. I think a lot of people instant reaction wise is like, oh, Dom Daniels, he's the heart of the offense. He's a small guard. Kansas has length. Write him off. Like Kansas is moving forward. That was my instant thought too. But Cal Baptist is top 50 in rebounding, both offensively and defensively. And that is like one thing that Kansas is not great at. Bottom half in Big 12, bottom half in the country in rebounding on both sides of the ball. Like, I think that's Cal Baptist's strength, and they may be able to feast in this one. And then, of course, you got to hope that Dom Daniels goes for like 25. Yeah, I think the opportunity is there. I'm locking up Cal Baptist on the spread, sprinkling a little bit on the money line here.
Triple lock on Cal Baptist. Max being quiet, which means he's locking Bill Self. What are you doing here, buddy?
Yeah, all that shit's cute. Kansas just got embarrassed in the Big 12 tournament by Houston. They're gonna fuck Cal Baptist up. Get Dominic Daniels. Melvin Council's gonna fucking hound him 94 feet. Come on, man. They're gonna blow Cal Baptist out. Kansas, buddy.
I mean, Mac, I'm curious though. I
don't want to hear the Hunter Dickinson sets. You just saw him.
No. I'm not hitting you with that. I'm hitting you with the fact that they lost. Now they lost to Arkansas, which is a very respectable opponent last year in the first round. However, if you go back prior to that, the year before that, they barely got past the SoCon's. Who was it? It was.
I just said Hunter.
Was it Wofford?
Wofford.
Samford. You're right. They won by 4 against Samford. And then you go to the year prior to that. They have not been very sharp at these opening rounds. They did blast Howard the one year by 28, but
what year was that?
That was 22-23. So
Eastern Washington only won by 9 and 21.
But they lost the next round. Is my point? Is like he has been pretty shitty in the tournament since you've been able to pay. Since you've been able to pay players.
Natty.
So
just say
the natty that you couldn't pay players. Then the NIL was not since it's gone legal. Yeah,
you got a case of Hunter Dickinson, man. You just named the Hunter Dickinson years.
Well, I mean, what about this whole season though with DNP? You telling me they look like Kansas this whole year? No way.
They beat Arizona.
No, they have great wins occasionally, but they also have blemishes that are un-Kansas like.
Yeah, they've been up and down, but like I'm not holding Bill Self accountable the last 2 years. That dude, like everything.
Really?
That guy,
hold on.
Everything that guy just said on the podcast tells you everything you need to know about that era of Kansas basketball.
But I would also say
this year with
I was about to say, like, dude, and there's red flags about the
not
culture.
that
Dude, come on, man. The culture, you cannot tell me that the culture looks kind of shaky in Lawrence over the past 3 years. Dickinson or not.
Well, I mean, he was there 2 out of the 3 years.
Fair, but it is what it is. You're right. But I'm saying this year the culture looks a bit shaky. I've seen reports of Self meeting with big donors because of the fucking and who knows if these are fucking real. But I'm saying people that I think report shit that is real are saying that they've had meetings with big donors about how this playing time. You can't tell me this looks fantastic from the outside.
I mean, it wasn't pretty, but I mean, Arizona, Iowa State, and Houston are all top 2 seeds. They blew them all out in Lawrence. So like they still have been solid.
Their roster is super talented. I'm not arguing that. I just think it seems in a way you can make the argument that Bill Self and the culture that Kansas has since you've been able to legally pay players for everywhere has been on shaky ground. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, they might beat Cal Baptist by 50.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. I'm not going to write off Kansas.
No, you shouldn't. They're way more talented than Cal Baptist. Yeah. I'm just saying part of my handicap is I have no idea the state of that locker room, and the fact that Cal Baptist has never been in the NCAA tournament, and they're fucking 30 miles away or whatever the fuck, less than 30 miles away probably. That's the handicap to me.
Underdog fantasy pick, by the way. Cal Baptist has depth up front. They've got 4 guys like 6'10" or bigger. They're a really good rebounding team. I'll take you to the lower on Flory Badunga's 24.5 points, rebounds, and assists. He's only averaging 18 in his last 6 games. So I know it's Big 12 competition compared to Cal Baptist, but I don't think the boards are going to be free in this one.
Yeah. I mean, look, and like I said, I hated this game. Like I was staying away from this game until I did the SGP show because I didn't think Cal Baptist was that big. And then I was thinking like, man, they were D2 not long ago. They're going to pack this crowd, I think, right? Am I crazy?
Absolutely.
Like,
It's their first ever, right?
It's a much bigger university than I realized. We'll see if they travel. We got to learn about them. Next up, we have Furman, Yukon. Yukon's laying 20. I am very curious here about just. I don't think this number is right.
I like Furman.
I love Furman here. Like I don't think they're live at all. But I don't think Yukon. I think the Yukon's getting that number that they should get like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
you know, like
that's very good.
Furman's playing the best ball they have all season. I think they have a really good head coach that I think will be able to sit there and say, okay, this is what we got to do to win the game. And they're not going to win the game. But I do think they're disrespecting the SoCon and Furman. I think Furman is a good basketball program. And I think they're playing the best ball of the season. Some of their youth has been growing up before our very eyes this season, and 20's too much. Yukon wins by 14. Furman covers this. I'm betting the fuck out of this. Mac?
Yeah, I'll bet Furman. Bob Ritchie and company, they've already pulled the upset once upon a time. I'm not going to call for the money line just because Yukon will find a way, but I think Yukon's got some serious issues.
They've played with their food in a lot of games this year, man. Like, I mean, both Georgetown games, the fucking Villanova, like
Marquette with the Big East title.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Furman is a solid team. They're treating Furman like they're fucking in the Summit League or something. I'm like, Furman's got like, I get it. The SoCon was down this year, but I still think Furman's a really well coached team with some athletes. Wilkins a baller. Bet Detective, what are you doing here?
I hear what you guys are saying. I do like Furman. They are a good team. They're well coached. This line is high, but this is a blood vessel Hurley game.
They did just get blown out. Fair enough.
I mean,
like,
you know,
UConn just got embarrassed. So
and Hurley's blood vessels will be popping in this fucking game, and they will not let up. So that's why I'm not locking up UConn, but I'm not taking Furman. I'm not fading UConn here.
I mean, that is the one thing I will say is like the way UConn just got beat down.
Yeah.
They could be on the train tracks.
Yeah.
They could be on the train tracks for like the best performance of the year by
UConn. It's
UConn
a bad
potentially.
time to play UConn right now.
But I just think Furman's a good program.
I agree. I agree. Furman's a good team and its line's inflated, but I'm not stepping in front of UConn right now.
Bieniek?
I'm going to lock up UConn. I feel like this year's UConn team is a lot similar to the 2024 UConn team. Like they looked really good in the non-conference. Then in the Big East, a weak Big East, they kind of took some dents and they lost some shine on the profile. But this is still a team that kicked the shit out of a bunch of tomato cans in the non-conference. And I mean, they went into the fog and won. They won against Illinois in the non-conference. Like, they beat Florida. They have really good non-conference wins. I just think it's Hurley in the Big East. The league knows him really well. In the NCAA tournament, in his last 14 games, he's 13-1 ATS. I'm laying it and locking it with the Huskies.
We got a battle. Dundee, Mac on the Paladins. Bieniek with the Huskies.
Underdog pick 2, by the way. It's not one of my favorites of the Friday slate, but give me Furman forward Cooper Bowser. He had an injury midway through the conference season, but he scored higher than 11.5 points in 6 straight games. I know UConn's interior defense is really good, but I'll take and follow the strong recent trend with Bowser higher than 11.5 points.
The Bowser brothers reside.
The Cole, by the way, you mentioned the youth, how like it's gotten better for Furman and that's like raised their level of play. Like they burned Bowser's red shirt this year.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Like because they were struggling early. I know me and Mac were having a hard time because we love the culture that Furman has. They were struggling throughout the season, early on, especially getting consistent play. It was a very hard team to cap.
He was redshirting through the first 2 months, and then January 7th was his first game. So second semester, they were like, you know what? Let's start playing this kid. And he's turned into like a 15-minute, 20-minute per game guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, Coach Rissy, underrated coach there. Folks, want to tell you the college basketball experience is brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is your official data tool for dominating the madness that is March Madness. Rhythm generates brackets you can use for any contest. Last year, a Rhythm user went 25-2, 25-2 in his bracket, thanks to Rhythm's AI model. Holy shit! Looking to go premium? Use the promo code SGP at 25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. That's RITHMM, promo code SGP at 25. And we're also brought to you by NoVig. Yes, NoVig's America's #1 sports prediction market. With NoVig, you are getting the best prices. Download the NoVig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with NoVig, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Merch Madness, 15% off everything in our merch store right there, sportsgamblingpodcast.com, or on the SGPN app, or if you go to startyourfootballprogram.com, you can get that George Mason Start Your Football Program t-shirt that we've been trying to sell off. I mean, we give you guys a lot of winners. At least you can do is buy us George Mason Start Your Football Program t-shirt. Perfect for St. Patty's Day next year. Perfect for a lot of good times in your life. All right. But really there's the Let It Ride hats that are fire. The shit. I mean, you got 3 different versions of the Let It Ride hat. You got the college experience, all different colors. You got sports gambling podcast, SGPNs. I mean, just bottom line bombs, t-shirts. You got the fucking Mac the School shit. You got a ton of great stuff. Eat Shit Pit t-shirts, Pick Dundee t-shirts. Jump on over there. 15% off all orders with the promo code March. And also check out startyourfootballprogram.com. All right. We are back and just a few games left. Just got done talking Furman, Yukon. Next up, we jump over to Missouri and the Canes. This is the final tournament game. Actually, no, there's 2 more. There's 2 more because the outcome of the other game. Missouri, Miami in St. Louis. Now, this one was a fucking hard game. Like, I came into this thinking I'm all over the Canes to beat Mizzou.
And when did that switch, Colby?
Well, I did not realize
today on the bottom line bombs,
which is why you should subscribe to the bottom line bombs. And there's bombs going off on the bottom line bombs, which you need. Sometimes look, there's a shit ton of games you're battling. You're just and sometimes you get a little bit of intel, and you say that's why you fucking need to check out the bottom line bombs, and it's fucking hilarious. May I say. Miami's late.
It's understandable. You're buried deep into all the games. It's understandable. You miss up the location.
White Tigers jumping around like a fucking maniac. Dude,
you're not wheels off the ramp and shit. He's gonna be in an emergency room in about 8 months. He is rambunctious.
The Bet Detective saw live footage of White Tiger today, and he's terrified.
I FaceTimed with him.
Yeah, he's FaceTimed with White Tiger. He saw him take a goddamn Hot Wheels or some fucking big wheels down a goddamn ramp, smash into a wall.
He's a hellraiser. He's got your stupidity and your wife's hot-blooded Latino fucking fire.
Terrible. Dude. I don't know how many fucking microwaves will throw at me, but I'm looking forward to each one.
He's gonna rip shit up, man.
So yeah, I'm terrified of this game because what if I told you? What if I told you I bet Miami a few days ago and I said, hey, I think we're good for this. And I happened to not pay attention. I didn't pay attention to the location.
Nothing wrong with buying out of it.
I didn't pay attention to the location. I think it's a terrifying matchup now, especially when I hear so many colleagues of mine tout Miami to the Final Four.
Oh, fuck out of here with Miami the Final Four.
I'm talking about you stacking the money. Who's currently in the other room. Yeah, I'm terrified of this matchup now. I'm out. I'm gonna have to when we land tomorrow. We go to Circa. I'm gonna place a big wager on Missouri. Matt, what are you doing here?
God.
I like Missouri. I like Missouri too. I think they still have a bad taste in their mouth from the Drake game last year too.
Yeah.
Like they got veterans back. You got a veteran coach in Dennis Gates against Jai Lucas' first NCAA tournament game. I think their length, size, athleticism can match Miami. Purdue better hope Miami wins this game because I think Missouri can beat Purdue.
Dude, I am completely
in St. Louis, 100%.
Yes,
that's what I'm saying.
Wow.
And this is a Friday night game, the last game of the first round. This place is going to be lit with fucking Mizzou fans.
How did Mizzou make out like a champion? I almost feel sorry for Miami.
Crazy. They're going to the Sweet 16. Mizzou's going to the Sweet 16. I'm telling you right now.
I think there's value on it, man. There is value on it.
They're getting out of St. Louis.
They're going to beat Purdue if they win this.
They will.
In St. Louis, it's like when George Mason.
2-seed.
Yeah.
You remember when George Mason and the Elite Eight, they got Yukon, and randomly the Elite Eight was in DC, and that shit was George Mason fans.
I was there.
Yeah, I mean this is kind of like that. I mean, I know it's not to go to the Elite Eight, but I'm saying Mizzou did nothing to deserve this besides the locations that were set up probably 3 years ago. You know.
This is the exact kind of team that makes a mini run like this too, like the mid-range, you know, and the power conference, and they're at home for no reason, like you said. and it's a huge school that will be fucking packed, dude.
What are you gonna do in Missouri?
I have
to this game.
I have two callbacks to like past TCE episodes. We'll start off with the one that's been mentioned just the once, but it was by Rocco Miller. So Miami was coddled by the ACC this year. They are very similar to last year's Louisville, where they were like, the golden kid is now the coach. We're going to give him the softest schedule, Charmin soft, 18th ranked out of 18 ACC teams. Didn't even have to play Duke in the regular season. How the fuck does that happen? But like, I don't think that Miami was really tested by the ACC conference schedule. And then two, Missouri has a dog at home, right?
Dennis Gates as a dog at home has been incredible.
Incredible.
Now it's not Columbia, but that might even be. I bet you more of their alumni live in St. Louis than in the outskirts of Columbia.
They live in Columbia. Columbia.
Horrible for Miami. Lucas, you got your dad's got to send some emails to the NCAA. Tough fucking draw, dude. Tough fucking draw. Shout out to Silver Bullet giving us $20, by the way. He says, pause the show to smoke a blunt. Came back to hear Michael from Deer Hunter saying Northern Iowa was beating St. John's.
I mean, I remember when people said I was an idiot for saying Oakland was going to be Kentucky or Princeton was going to beat Arizona. Northern Iowa is beating St. John.
Yes, sir. I love it. I love it, Colby.
You're going to ride that shit right now. That shit.
I think of the three calls, this one's the least crazy. So
yeah, they're winning the game outright. Get the St. John's bullshit out of here. Everybody's crowning it. You want to crown them? Crown them.
I mean, this Molly Line Mac, I don't know what he's on.
He's St. John's. Everybody's crowning them like they're fucking.
Buddy, we can clip you like 3 weeks ago. The best coach in the game is Rick Pitino.
He's a great coach, but he can't make a jump shot for him. He can't make the jump shot for him. It's bad matchup for him. They're getting their dick sucked as they beat Yukon. Like Pitino's waving to the babies. He's drinking beer at the press conference. They're feeling themselves coming in this. And the old Missouri Valley's ready to rock and roll here.
Excuse my friend Molly Line Mac. All right, my friend Molly Line Mac.
Beating them outright.
He's moved back to his college town, and he's at Mountain Mamas and Billy Ray's Tacos, and goddamn, what's the other bar you said there? There's another third bar. The goat. The fucking goat. He's drinking fucking 35 green beers, doing Jello shots with who knows. he's getting a little. He's coming in hot. He's coming in really hot, and he's also the dead last out of 330 in handicapping Long Island basketball games.
They don't get that channel amount of mamas.
Bieniek, I take it you're on Mizzou.
Yeah, locking up Mizzou. I think they've got a really good chance of winning. The underdog pick is going to be Trent Pierce for Missouri. He attempts 5 threes a game, and he makes them at a 40% clip, averaging 2 made a game. This Miami perimeter defense is one of the worst against the 3 ball in the entire country. Pierce higher than 1.5 3-pointers made.
There we go. I like that one. Texas, BYU, and Portland, Oregon. BYU laying 1.5. There are a lot of Mormons in Portland too, or in Oregon, I should say. I'm on Texas though. I was going to take this regardless. Thought it was going to be the pussy pack, but pussy pack is the pussy pack. Horns up. They're going to beat BYU because BYU is not very good.
This is on Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But Mac?
BYU.
Oh my gosh. Why? Because they reside in the Big 12.
He's
They used to be in the WCC. Now they've grown a pair of balls because they play the Big 12 schedule.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what? And that other team they ran away from the Big 12. It's a bitch ass school. I'm just saying there's no difference between SMU and BYU. They both were mid-majors 2 years ago. Well, I mean, BYU has the number 1 pick of the goddamn draft. I mean,
that's true.
That means something.
It does.
Andy Enfield's should mean something too, though.
Yeah, if he's at Florida Gulf Coast, Sean Miller. Fuck Sean Miller. He getting ready to get Let's go. Let's go, BYU.
Thunder Snow's hitting fucking Morgantown. Bet
Detective, it's hitting in wherever Bet Detective's at too.
No, Bet Detective's just I know better than that. Bet Detective's he's in fucking Hollywood. He's
in the middle of a tornado.
Sick of seeing our faces.
I'm here. No, listen. Before the result tonight, I was like, whoever wins this Texas NC State game, I'm taking them to make maybe even a couple wins. But watching that bullshit tonight.
That's what
I mean, what the fuck are we talking about here? AJ's gonna go off. 1.5. He's not losing his first fucking game. And he's like, I might come back. Yeah, you might come back. You can pay $10 million. Why wouldn't I come back? Yeah, give me BYU. I'm locking up BYU.
Oh shit!
I was so ready to play Texas. Say, lock me up.
There's a value to getting that playing game, though, bro.
I understand that.
Yeah, there's a value, I think. Bieniek, what are you doing? We want in on this battle?
So my bet is the over in this one. I struggle to see any defense getting played in this. And Sean Miller said it in the post-game interview. Like, the first NC State game, don't let the second one clog your memory. The first one was 100-100. Texas couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat today. I actually think they may get some shooting regression positively against BYU. So I like the over, and I like Texas.
Oh, I think so too. I think they're going to be able to, like, Texas or BYU's defense is foo-foo. Let's go. We got a battle. Bieniek on the over, Dundee on the horns. Mac and the Bet Detective on the Cougs of BYU.